na resa ni ete ensevofo ewo ye man Ghana ha na ye papa bi aye life e de abeto emonte so say it seems say mo further schools ne e ba ye ne ye hwe silemfo na awofo kasemre omoni nam kejetia e toto omomba ne ma se omuhu omu bio na no omo say omu pe change na change we die ano eden ano ede pa say e we say Ghana phobi abamonte so enso ede omanu di nsem abetuja na mesho say obegusuwa a subscribe to our TV obe like we are share me videos na just say yanko na yango tie amanfo nso adwencha omo kafa eye NDC amamo no bi emba
for to be a free education too man we ja to mu say fie bia o pese awura baba we ye krachi ni a oba ho ba your mama by the was sonne so sonne so yenyu mu sirefo ne ehu omu bie mu awofo na ato santre to no oma ade omo ma ko school no yehu omo edu si etwe sika de on se wo mo on be da aba omo ti ada o say no
number 2 chama mama
edu si etwe sika de o say hey wala you si eduma
obi 26 bana na
no pese awura baba fie o
and then we 12 kwa PC ya fa and na mama mo say mo na mo say free education ya na do nya mo ma nam kro ma to mo ma school uniform ne mo ma provisions ni area mo timi ma
afu ya hu omo
ya hu mo
wo si ko si eduma enso mo ba na nya school akese o hwe omo ni mo ade o mo ma na ebi nya cars o was asante mine ani ade omo man na
why mama
yenyu amusremfo no na de edu si etwe sika de mo atwe mo ho
o mo ntimi ntua
o ye ma mo nso mo mfa mama ni mo chi me
de na do obeye
ekufu ado me so wo ya de o na do me so asem body bi ameka fa bi afa chepe
ya to fight uniform fabula uniform yes
odi ya me ne
na me tia ne ka se say wo hu ni o man na say wo GMP Say somebody so what best safe education. And what can
was no na say the first time on the bay new
me back when you dey you dey not to when you dey
you dey not go to a pam yamani day what come say kwa pam day na na do ba e sa no be e na dey want this for
na the view na say na do na placement no say na machine e pick you
buy kwana buy na
What's the one son was sorry? Oh yeah, sure. And then another so I you. That is a scale free system no more. Hey. We have a camera.
No, wow, mine, papa.
Why I was on fan of body in Chow?
Oh, me.
What's the wife of body in Chow?
Consider me see Taba Mopa, yeah, campaign, and not won't even make a banana yourself. And then they will be at your mama said for our school. I fed the winner there near the Nakoto, you can tell.
Yado Baka to one into the way as Anna.
And yes, such as I say, was son so. Or catching almost so best on this. It will be Progo Iron. Say, Iron, a gentle more, you too. He said, what 2 years no, we have it, or 2 years no, but was 1 year, it's a day. You know, it's a Anna yade na today. Easy.
Easy.
Ghana for our for most dear bay. Mufamo Cassia, some from Kobe, I soon quite idiot. Nipa born for a shimonuma and a mokai. Mokotumatu Panjane, Nama woman, Nana na do say, Medimubiko school. Ghana, all your money now. Na Mahama and Crawford said because no, I go on politicians are chaddy. Yet the bay free education may fear Pianya Bibi. Nana do Bonnie away, no. Cassia four. The whole world came to a standstill. Everybody threw their hands in despair. Nana do say, Munya Jidio me moon. Coffee the buy yet as if we are singing Nana, Abonyanya. Mesha mo mama mo. Mujina waka chere and say, a yamona ma woman meti ya mama. School fees met me a chia, pad and a moon to minto. And more. I feel the pad man about top pad, mamma not munja school fees. No more uncle hand, mamma, mookum. Which me, papa, we are more. Me say, Master Fufu, umbeko swe di mua, awo mua, ase mua, esiba mua, edi mu bronsem die. Ansa no mo yisika mama se mo fa nkwohwe mama wo school. Kwasiafo, Ghana fo asofofo esop against na nado because no nyamu ni mu bie. Ghana fo awofo, enye na mbehu ni, we eye first round. Mo se jimi mu bie, mesa be ye oduama mo, mo ntwa moa.
La asama atome. Me NDC ni o me banya de ye de na kwoto wa. Yese me dini kosie adwuma na asa me manager. Easy. Check away. Easy. Asama to me o me se me ba no nya wa de ye de na kwoto wa no wo be da akọ school no. Yese me manager ya na me 150 million me nya. Enti esu ojai. Asemu ya atu na nya NDC nya PP semu. Atu o ma mu ni nyina your mama we dey waso ne so ma na boro so me ba ni nya de o onya ya de na kwoto wa akora ne be de akọ school no ye okosi adwuma na wo ja ate na fie we asema tu ye yo your mama o kan so ba be so ne so we dey waso ne so ma na boro so ye papa we dey wadama your mama me se me ba na nya de ya de na kwoto wa me NDC new na me de na ko anda si obeja ya na si obesin adwuma akro wa bon unto school papa wo ko to school kesia what Jimmy what they do akọ today enye is a check away
Exa me your debut
Sir, please what does it mean when they say inflation is down by 9.4%?
Inflation is the measure of the rate at which prices are going up. So when they say inflation has come down to 9.4%, they mean that from last year September to this year September, the rate at which prices were going up has slowed down to 9.4%. That's what it means. If you remember, at the end of 2024, Deloitte forecasts that this year, 2025, if you follow the program that the MPP government was using to bring inflation down, average inflation should be about 11% this year. So this 9.4, if you adjust for the average from the beginning of the year till now, I think it's about 17% average so far. In 2018 and 2019, during the MPP era, we brought inflation down to 7.8 and 7.1. So that's a context within which this current 9.4%, which brings it to an average of about 17% for the year. That's a context within which you should look at it.
What are some of the factors that contribute to
inflation going down?
Yes.
So usually, so there's demand and then there's supply side. So usually the government can do some things to ensure that whatever is causing the increases in price is controlled. Where the government is not able to do that, the Bank of Ghana will come in to suck some money out of the economy using various methods. Once too many people don't have so much money, then they won't demand too many things, which can sometimes make the prices go down. So in this particular instance, there are about 3 reasons. Number one is that, the currency is appreciated. Though now it's going back up, generally it's appreciated. The government has taken a lot of money from our reserves. Last time we spoke, I told you about 4 billion plus. They've dumped it on the market to try and suppress the currency. So it's allowed the currency to appreciate. And because of that, the prices of imported items have, in some cases, come down or stabilized or are not rising that quickly. So imported inflation is tamed. That's one of the main reasons. The second reason is that also on the imported side, as the global platforms, JP Morgan and the rest are reporting, the global inflation itself is also tamed a bit. So the rate at which prices were rising on the world stage following the different crises is also tamed. And then I think the last one is that the Bank of Ghana has sucked a lot of money from the local economy, about 60 billion. You remember the last time when we spoke in the conference room, I was explaining to you that they've sucked about 60 billion from the economy. And so it reduces how much money people have to demand. And that has a way of also slowing down the rate at which prices are going up.
So please, why are food prices so expensive?
That one, you have to look at it from the food and non-food side. So I've already explained to you that imported inflation is tamed, though domestic inflation is still, as in the price of locally manufactured goods is still a bit high. Then if you also look at it from food and non-food, you'll find out that food inflation has not gone down as much as non-food inflation. The reason is that the things that cause food inflation, so how are farmers getting inputs, fertilizers, fuel, for preparing their land, etc., transportation of food items, the margins that market queens, etc., are putting on it, storage problems, all of those ones have still not been solved. So food inflation is not taming as quickly as non-food inflation is taming. So that's why you see that food prices are still not lower per se, despite even the seasonalities.
Please, my last question. What are some of the things we can do to make prices cheaper in the economy?
I think generally what all governments have to do is not just about NDC government, but all governments. What all governments have to do is to ensure that, for example, on the domestic side, locally manufactured goods, support is given to industry. Are they getting cheaper electricity? Is labor cost cheaper? Are raw materials cheaper? So that the final product will be cheaper. Then you and I, when we are buying, prices won't be rising that much. And then on the food side, like I mentioned, the things that go into food production and transportation and storage, the governments also have to tackle it so that food inflation also doesn't rise.
Okay, thank you.
We okay?
Be okay.
Yeah, me how.